Recording.
I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings.
And ourselves.
We stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
and listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world.
Look out for one another.
And you will find in this shining world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find the world. And when you find a place called home, where everyone is free to roam, a whole new world, a better place for our children's futures at stake. And you'll find, with music in your soul, laughter in your hearts, together we can grow a better place, with love in us soul. And you will find, together we can save it all. And you will find, and you will find a place called home, where everyone It's talking IT.
We cover digital audio workstations and music tools. We explore theory, gear at 82. How to write and compose, and the art of arranging. Taking a look at AI and how the times have changed. On a PC or a Mac and even with a mobile device, we'll be talking about it all every Thursday night. From software to plugins and sys that entice. Dive deep into tech and let creativity take flight. Talking IT. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn. From bedroom producers to seasoned pros, we're breaking it down so knowledge grows. Whether you're a DJ or a beat making wizard, we got the tips and tricks to make your sound sizzle. Mixing and mastering, that's our jam. With the tutorials and tips on how much rap. Get the best quality from your setup and gear. Tune in every week and lend us your ear. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn. We're talking IT. We're talking IT. Every Thursday night on Angified.
"32 artists from different genres, from all corners of the globe. We're internationally known. Do it. Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby."
Guess what? We're full, baby. The WAG is going to go down now. It is. We have our 32 picked, chosen, and told. Welcome to the WAG.
Four, three, two, one.
32 artists from different genres, from all corners of the globe. We're internationally known.
Show up and he'll take care of the rest.
Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby.
We're doing silent form for participants and for the judges. We are only doing 32 waggers this time. We're cutting it back. So you make a pace that cut, then you gotta make a pace first, right?
Are you signed up yet? Do it. Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby. Do it. Don't be scared. It's just a WAG, baby. $32 only. Sign up ASAP. At What's a Genre?
Genre hoedown.
No. It's What's a Genre Showdown.
Sign up. A silent forum for participants and for the judges. We're going to do this right this time.
Everybody wants to join. Everybody wants to join the What's a Genre Showdown. Everybody wants to join. Everybody wants to join the What's a Genre Showdown.
And welcome to another Thursday of Talking IT. Good to see you, Glenn.
Good to see you. How's everybody? How you doing?
Doing
Doing well?
good. And
Good.
and we've got a special edition tonight. You know, we've got the WAG going on for the next couple of months, so we've been kind of using Thursdays as a way to focus on the challenges that are going on there. And last week we took a look at the four genres that are part of this round one: country, rock, hip hop, and blues.
Nice.
And we took a look at, you know, what what constitutes these genres, what ingredients does it take to make them, and it was really useful for me because I'm going to be judging in this competition, and this allowed me to really focus on certain elements that I'm going to have to look at for this genre.
Yep.
And what I did here, let's bring this up for a second, and we'll show you the criteria that the judges are going to be judging on. So if you look over there on the right, you see the five categories that the judges are going to be giving points from 1 to 5 on. And uh, uh, as I listen to them, I mean, I've listened to these at least 5 or 6 times so far this week. So the good thing is I've got the grow factor going, because the first time I listened, some of these tracks didn't stick with me right away. So I'm glad that I waited till now to start to make these assessments, because I'm hearing more of the elements as I've listened throughout the week.
Right.
And what we're going to be looking at is creativity and originality. You know, did they do something unique and original? The genre commitment, which is, you know, a big one with this contest, making sure that the genre that you were picked in, that you at least included that as the majority element. You know, it's one thing to do like rock pop if you've been given rock, but if you've been given pop and you do rock pop, you're kind of missing the mark on the pop then, you know. So that's a real important one, I think, for the judges. The collaboration and cohesion, you know, you can kind of hear when collabors really did mesh. When as you listen through these tracks, it's really clear which ones meshed well together, and especially since I've seen some of the interviews, the post interviews, where Rusty was asking them, you know, what did you think of your collab? How was your experience with your collabors? The ones who did enjoy working with their collabors, it shows in their music.
For sure.
The emotional impact. I like this one because for me, what tends to like make the song for me is the delivery, and you know, evoking emotion, connecting with the listener. Really important part in the point system. And then, you know, the most obvious one, technical skill and quality. Like how did they mix it, arrange it, compose it? Again, another one that for me, I'm always listening for that in every song. So I'm glad that these are the criteria, because they're right up my alley.
Yeah. For me, I have a hard time judging just because I have a hard time, you know, which one's a 5 and which one's a 3 and all that kind of thing. As far as, you know, I want to make them all, you know, no, it should all be 5, right? You know, but I can't do that. So that's why like I have difficulty being a judge.
Well, I decided I'm going to take kind of a mid-level approach, kind of like how I do with mixing, because I like to have headroom. I like to have room to go up and a room to go down. So I'm thinking the majority of them, I'm going to start somewhere between 2 and 4. And the only reason why you'll see a 1 or a 5 in any of my judging is when when something is really exceptional or really obvious that, it didn't hit the mark. And it's it's going to be rare that I'm going to hit a one or a five.
Yeah.
It has to really stand out or not. And in the case of the collaborations and the cohesion, um, there was a couple of them too, in fact, that the partners didn't show up. So in two of them, one had to kind of do it solo. So taking that in factor with the collaboration and cohesion, I see that as like 2.5 and 2.5. And if both partners were really involved in it, that's a perfect five. If one partner was more involved in it and the other one wasn't, then one partner is going to get 2.5 from me, and the lack of effort on the other partner kind of brings that category down a little bit,
Right.
because that's what that one's about.
Yeah. Got to have teamwork, right?
Yeah, and that's a big part of what this contest is about, and learning and getting comfortable with collabing with people that you haven't before, working
Yep.
in genres that you haven't. If you're ever going to get into the musical industry and work in the industry, you might have to do this sometimes.
Sure. Yeah. Be ready to play whatever in the studio. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. So we're going to get started with the tracks because we've got 16 of them. Each mashup, there's 8 mashups and 2 teams per mashup. So, we're going to take a look at the first mashup and the 2 submissions. Ange has made a fantastic Google form that anybody in the audience who wants to give their feedback and let let us know what you thought about the tracks. Get some of your feedback in there. We're really interested to hear it.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to let it affect my judging, though. I promised them that
Got to be fair.
that yeah, I'm not saying I've already made up my mind, but I'm really trying to keep everything on the up and up and fair. And the toughest thing for me was not being able to hear these tracks until last Saturday.
Yeah.
Like I had some of our friends who were working on their tracks, and I had to leave the room in order for them to be able to play them for Ange. So that's the downside
But
to
that's,
being
that's dedication to the judging is what that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And all the judges,
Mhm.
DJ Tatius and B Swift are also judges.
Right.
Fantastic
Mhm.
range of judges. Every one of us has, their areas of focus and areas of expertise. And um, I think the judging is well rounded.
Nice.
And
That's
what's
important.
what's going to help in the final stretch is for those who go to the tracks, over on Bandlab, we're going to put them in the description afterwards. Go to the tracks, like the ones that you like, and every 25 likes gets an extra point for the team, and they can get up to 5 points, up to 250 likes. So that, or 25, 50, up to 125 likes. I think that's what he said. 5 points worth of likes. And if your track does manage to get 1,000 plays, there's a special 1 point bonus, because 1,000 plays is very impressive. So
Yes, indeed.
very hard to do.
Hmm. Very impressive.
Yeah. So let's take a listen to the first one here. That's going to be, I'm gonna close this. The first track is in hip hop, mashup one. Team one is Bassface, who was lucky enough to get a mystery ball. We had a couple of mystery balls in there, and that allowed the user to pick their collaborator. And what he went to Dat Don P to get some hip hop into his song. 'Cause for Scott, he's more of a rocker, and it was nice that he got to pick a collaborator that helped him to get his hip hop on. And he definitely uh, gets the funk in there, which, being a bassist, I was glad to see we had at least one bassist in the contestants, and Scott is a fantastic one. So let's take a listen to Scott and Dat Don P's track.
Well, I'm a bullshit, smoking in the A-City. Reminiscing 2007 before I got married. God damn it, I was fucking like a jackrabbit. I coke at a pill popping and I'm crack slanging. Mama used to pray for me, God couldn't break the habit. My baby mama that chased my fate, lived out of bone. I was hating what became of me, man. I was hating what became of me. 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 But emotions change, I still snort a bit and smoke a bit. Homeboy just to cope with it. I need a clean state, God, can you help with this? It's like the devil got a hold of the own me. I need a change to old to act like the young me. Come on, some motherfucker waiting for the don't knock. My eyes on the peephole, listen as the shadows talk. No more whispers. I guess tonight that I'ma see God. 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 So only he forgive you. So please protect me, call me, asking for that either. I know I'm fucked up and I'm tired of asking for forgiveness. Cause you won't give it cause you tell me that it makes you weaker. Everything's getting bleaker, burning slow like some cedar. Down to the stems, how the hell's we no longer friends, we share fam. But I'm guessing you don't give a damn. I doubt I heard from you in a minute either. Well, goddamn, all the bitching you was doing flew out the window pane. Yada yada, bullshit, you ain't good, mama. Talking out your ass, bitch, we ain't done with nada. No more Gucci or Prada, Versace for me, nada. No more diamonds on the jewelry, back to apartments. No more casa. No more casa. No more casa. Wash away all of my sins. Need an uplift, I know you can stop the rain. I spark into the creekers, don't need to wash away. Because it made me the man I really am today. I learned a lot from my old man, I must admit it. Treat a woman like a queen, she really with it. Don't need to feel like a king, just need to be respected. I'll put you deadbeat mama, let's be realistic. Child support, with cars and plenty more. Without it all, your bitch would be nothing at all. Selling pussy for a fee, that be the goal. And I ain't talking just to be talking, my dinosaur. Either way, you're clean, still what we both need. This one already muddy, Lord, can you wipe it clean? No longer muddy cup and only smoke a little weed. Already on my knees, Lord, can you help me please? Can you help me please? Can you help me please?
that was Mashup One, Team One with Scott and Dat Don P. You know, unusual to hear like that much guitar, on the hip hop side, but it's been done. I've heard it in the past, and it is doable. I liked like that. It gave me that Beastie Boys kind of
Sure.
80s like kind
Oh,
of hip hop.
I loved it. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and Dat Don brought that kind of rap style that Scott really, you know, needed to add on top of that funky bass, which for
Oh yeah,
me, the first time I heard it, the bass really stole the show for me.
right.
I
It reaches out and grabs you.
love the
Yeah,
drive. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and I guess he also did the guitar on top of it, so he's not just a
Nice.
bassist.
Yeah, solid.
So
Good production as well.
our second one for the mashup one is Quee and Happy Family Singers. And one thing I will say about this first mashup, both of them had that old retro hip hop sound, which I loved. Like for me, it's the hip hop I grew up with. I'm glad that some of the hip hop challengers went that route because we had four hip hop mashups in this one. Hip hop definitely stole the category show, and there's a nice variety between them. I'm glad that these two got paired up. They both have that same kind of flavor from that time of hip hop.
I've talked it over with the man in prayers. Cause to be on my soul when it really just don't seem fair. Rusty drawing arc away with a happy family. Headline speculate again. Could these two be long lost twins? Tragically, no one solved that mystery. Thankfully, that boy don't fall from the tree. Musically, they were kidnapped by a very confused, very good-looking nurse. Victory comes easily. God, he said it ain't a sin, no, it ain't a sin, and it ain't a sin. And every time we get a chance, we should just do it again. Guilt-free, even though it makes you sick. Winning ain't no magic trick. No, it's all in the wrist. It cannot go against your name. If you win every single game, undefeated all of your life, and you got a gorgeous wife. Nah, it ain't a sin, no, it ain't a sin, no, it ain't a sin. No, it ain't a sin, no, it ain't a sin, no, it ain't a sin. No.
That was Quee and Happy Family Singers. Welcome, Cole.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Yeah, we're taking a listen through these round one tracks. You've gotten to hear a couple of them. I'm sure that you've got some
Yeah, like I think that one's fun and playful right there. If I'm gonna be like, I'm not a judge, but that's my opinion, right? It doesn't really go anywhere. And that's the thing. I feel like that's what holds that one back, in my opinion. Personally, I like the vibe. I like the fun lyrics. You know, I know it's a hip hop thing, but it just kind of just drops off. And I felt like there could be definitely a space for a chorus or something like that in there too, as well. I like the aspects of it though. I like the lyrics. I like the freaking old school vibe for sure.
Yeah, and this one felt more like 90s-ish, old school, whereas,
Yeah.
The first competitor, the first team, late 80s. This
Yeah.
one's early 90s, but both close in their time period.
Yeah. It's also, you know, important to note, like I don't really know every single contestant's musical background, right? So I don't know really where they're coming from. So it's hard to give that opinion entirely where if it's a genre they've never done before, how that applies, because that definitely is a factor for sure, I would think.
Yeah, I believe Akui is more on the hip hop side. That's his jam.
Gotcha.
Happy Family Singers, I think he's more just all around. Based on the
Yeah.
interview that he did with Ange, he sounded like a general all-purpose musician.
I did like the little like nod to oh my gosh, what's like not who is it, not Rick James who sings I Feel Good? Who
I
is that?
feel good. Yeah.
It's
James
Rick James, right?
Brown.
James Brown,
James
thank you.
Brown.
James Brown. There's a bit of in there in the voice at one point, which is pretty cool. I thought, little nods to that, little soul, little vibe to it.
Yeah, and James Brown will come back in another track tonight.
Oh yeah.
There's another one that has a couple of James Brown like screams.
Nice.
Those always add nicely.
I'm always impressed by it, especially the females who can do like the Amy Winehouse kind of grit thing. That's always cool.
Sure.
Yeah, and James can work good both in hip hop, soul, funk. You can pull him off. You can use him in any of those genres.
Absolutely.
So now our second mashup was country. Really glad that like we got country in there, and there's two countries in this round one. This was the first mashup with country, with Christine Rebecca Sweet, who she also got a mystery ball, and got to pick her collaborator, and she went with Leslie Parker, who hopefully we'll see if they come back for the next round, and if Leslie will be coming back if they manage to win on this. And with this country mashup competition, you've got a little different of variety between the two. The second team kind of went more with like a country rock kind of vibe, but with Christine and Leslie, this is more the traditional country and much more closer to the genre. So, when I'm looking at that criteria that we're going to be looking at, these are the kinds of factors that determine whether I give that 3, 4, or 5.
Mm-hmm. Yep, got to be fair in every category, right?
Yeah, I will say they both did hit the country mark in different ways.
Mm-hmm. Sure. There can be a lot of different interpretations, a lot of different mixes. That's the whole idea.
Yep.
Mix it all up.
So let's take a listen to Mashup 2, Team 1.
Somebody saw you at the corner store last night. Told me you were with her and how you held her tight.
So that was Mashup 2, Team 1, Christine Rebecca Sweet and Leslie Parker. Loved the storytelling approach they took on that one. And that one does feel more like traditional country for me. You know, the kind of old school country that I've grown up on with a smidge of folk.
Yeah. I hear the folk for sure. I liked it. I definitely think it was good. Well, it paces well, It's solid. I think it hits all the right marks. Is it it's not, is it overexciting? No, but it's a good pocket. It's a solid pocket for sure.
Yeah. It's one of those country songs where it's not trying to be
Right.
like super dynamic. It's really just more of a gallop along, a slow gallop in this case that tells a good story and it's heartfelt.
Yeah, and it definitely fits every single like aspect of the genre for sure.
Now, as for me, as country, I've never been, I never listened to much country, I should say, growing up. Like everything was all rock and, classic rock and older stuff. But country was never a big thing with me, but I've been working with some country bands lately. So it started to grow on me a lot more. So I started to get a feel for country more, we'll say.
Yeah. As some of these rock bands and even Metallica has become country, I guess country has grown on me because some of the bands I listen to have slowly turned into country.
Not a big country fan. My family is though. I did see Willie Nelson last year live. That was pretty cool. But yeah, but I used to be the kind of same pocket too. Like I always thought country is just country, but there's actually there's many subgenres of country, and when you kind of delve into it and give it a shot, there is some really awesome country in there for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a spectrum. Anything else? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and with this next one, we get the country rock side of it. That one I would have called country folk. This one I would call country rock. But both of them are country first, and then a little bit of another genre behind them. And this one is Nilla Gates. Nilla's back in the WAG again. He is a trooper. He got a mystery ball, and he managed to talk Llama into getting in the WAG. We all tried to get Llama in, and somehow Nilla, that persuasive son of a bitch, managed to do it. So
nice.
So this is Mashup 2, Team 2. And that was Nilla and Llama, mashup 2, team 2 on the country.
I like that one a lot. I really do. It resonates with me big time. It has more, I like the pace of it, and also like the addiction side of things.
Yeah, that's Nilla for you.
Yeah.
He sings about what he knows. He sings about his experiences,
Yeah.
and good choice of topic for a country song.
Yes.
Country songs are meant to kind of like grab you that way, and he did a good job with it.
Yeah. With a good, I think a good tempo to it, but still with some like chord choices that still invoke that like that depth and that emotional response, right?
Yep.
But almost ended a little too soon. It feels like that, like just like right when
Well,
it.
it's like a short Eagles song
Yeah.
instead of a long Eagles song. But that's good, that's the kind of song that in a club or a bar,
Yeah,
that's one of the songs that like fills in between the other songs.
for sure. Definitely a jukebox song.
Yep. Solid feel.
So for mashup 3, we go back to hip hop. And for team 1, we got Maria Perdoma and Static, Rusty's kid, who's showing he's got the same talent that Pops does. Um, these were an interesting pair. For Static, hip hop is more his thing, and for Maria, like she is just versatile. She has proven herself time and time again that she can get comfortable with anything if you give her the time and let her go. Based on the interview that Rusty did with them, Static heard her beat and loved what she had, bounced off of it, and um, I really enjoyed this track.
Nice. Well, let's check it out.
Oh shit, this is a bang. Hey, Static and Maria in the building. Yeah!
Weightless, can't wait to be famous. I'm higher in the clouds and I'm like to be basic, chainless. Unlike these prisoners, brainless and aimless. But I'm rising faster than a spaceship, ascending until I'm at the top. I won't stop, never running, never gonna fucking flop nor drop. I'm bending reality like I'm some god. I'm offending anyone who's lost and never saw it.
Falling in reverse, clouds beneath, all dance above earth. I'm rising, ascending.
Weightless, can't wait to be famous. I'm higher in the clouds and I'm like to be basic, chainless. Unlike these prisoners, brainless and aimless. But I'm rising faster than a spaceship. Face it, I'm feeling divine. It's only round 1, but I'm on demon time. A force of nature ain't no holding me back. I'm stacking paper, I'm dropping hot tracks.
Hey, yo, shit is ass.
Says haters online, but I don't see them dropping or spitting real rhymes. Like bitches a crime, always quick to attack. Doesn't matter what you drop, you be hating on the neck.
Hey, yo, falling in reverse, clouds beneath, all dance above earth. I'm rising, ascending.
Every step I take, it's like I'm walking on air. I'm godlike, I hear all your prayers. Universe in my hands, I'm beyond compare. I'm a crossbreed crafted by some engineers.
Falling in reverse, clouds beneath, all dance above earth. I'm rising, ascending. Falling in reverse, clouds beneath, all dance above earth. I'm rising, ascending.
Weightless, can't wait to be famous. I'm higher in the clouds and I'm like to be basic, chainless. Unlike these prisoners, brainless and aimless. But I'm rising faster than a spaceship.
Falling in reverse, clouds beneath, all dance above earth. I'm rising, ascending.
So that was Maria and Static for team 1, mashup 3.
I like that one. I love that one a lot. It's so cool. I think it's really cool to see just the juxtaposition of those two individuals getting mashed up, and to pull that off, I think it's really cool for sure.
I like Maria's approach on the beat making. On the drum side,
Right.
good hip hop beat,
Yep.
nice hi hat action, and then she added just little ambient flavors of instruments on top of it, which worked nice with the melody. I feel like Static kind of went with his melody because of her instrumental choices.
Absolutely, for sure. You can definitely tell the way he's jumping in on the beat right away, like dun 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 dun, dun. You know, it's very. But I like the nuance in the background. Like she has her ambient flow with it, and her angelic little voice that she adds to with it. You know, it does work out well.
Yeah, and then that was actually Static's idea to get her in on some of the parts and sing
Oh,
behind him. Originally, she wasn't going to, and he asked her to, and I'm glad he did because I like this two of them together on those parts. It
yeah.
brought the hook in.
I think it highlights if you're gonna have a collaboration for the WAG, it highlights you want to highlight both players very well, I think, and like both be uncomfortable, both do things you're not used to doing, you know.
Yeah.
So that's cool to see that. That to me is like brownie points for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, haunting and beautiful
Yeah.
melody for sure.
Yeah, plus Static came in introducing them. So,
I
you
know.
know, in hip hop, that's always a bonus if like you kind of give a
This is a
shout out.
banger, he says.
Yeah, that's
Oh, but
it,
it's uncanny how he sounds like his father. It's kind of funny,
yeah,
doesn't
but
he?
he's got the same kind of approach and style.
Yeah, his cadence. It's just like I just hear Rusty so much.
Yep. So now Team 2 mashup 3, we've got Paul McMinotor, and he also had a mystery ball, and he reached out to Root Beer 1038 to put together their hip hop track. This one I was a little tougher for me to connect with. This is one of the ones where, you know, hearing it a couple of times helped to kind of narrow in on the elements that I was kind of looking for in these songs. I didn't get it on the first listen. It's a little more chaotic, and you really do have to listen to it a couple times to start to hear where the potential is, because it comes in strong. That I will give it that. It comes in strong, and then it just kind of, you know, goes off in a non-repetitive direction. And for me, songs with no repetition are tough. Like a song has to have some repetition in order to have parts.
Yeah, but you know it's the musician loves that kind of stuff. Like me, I used to write very free form kind of stuff. It's like, all right, let's just go, you know, like prog rock, something like that. So I can appreciate that. But also too, I've grown into learning to love ABA, you know, a sense of familiarity, you know what I mean? Where people can
sense
on
of
first
form.
list form, yes.
Yeah, it's important. And that's
'Cause-
something where like Adam Hart Mother, Pink Floyd, like 23-minute long song goes all over the place. And it's a journey. So it's you know,
Yeah.
there is, you know, repetition or returns to a motif at certain points, but it's not repetitive in that way. And it's not just the same thing over and over. It just goes somewhere different the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's a good example because it goes to show you that it is possible, even in like a 20-minute song, but it takes that extra level of creativity and musical talent to really pull off that kind of progressive, non-standard arranging.
Right. To keep it interesting for sure.
And by the time they get to that last come back around for like the last go round for Adam Hart Mother, it's like super big.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things where, you know, they do return to the theme eventually, and that's what makes it epic, is that it's been missing for so long and you finally get back to it.
That's the thing. Resolution, returning home is so important in music, you know, for sure.
So this is Paul McMinotor and Root Beer 1038, mashup 3, team 2.
She put my heart in the shadows cause I got fatter. I didn't think that it mattered. Now I got pancake, no batter. Can't be mad at her. Should've done right when I had her. Word is on the street. What you get, what you get. If you wanna feel the heat, wet that wet, wet that wet. Yo, party, yo, talk about wet, not wet. I didn't understand it, didn't know what it meant. What a treat, we trickin' in the street. Fried chicken. I'm an animal, a cannibal with the savage sentences I unleash. Barbaric lyrics, untangible, tongue of a beast. Bite me if we were compatible, at least. For razor sharp bars, critically, pinnacly. Imagination, mapping out the stars. West to the east, one of the kinds of cynically deranged mind. Feet no cold, my goals only a subconscious can find. Imply symmetry, subliminarily. Decoding your brainstem, breaking your spine. Freedom you call, push comes to shove. US drops a dime, never say never. Till the communists decline, your freedom is send boats to your shoreline. Machine guns heating up and starting to grind. My rhyme with the mellow light. Love the smell of money, sends a monkey to the swine. Let's toast this wine and eat like a king would dine. I'm happy, no I'm not. I'm a walking paradox. I'm out here wading through these fluids like a ninth level druid. I don't have to think about it, baby, I just do it. I intuitively knew it, deduced it was true. That the tool dream is lucid, the rain is attuned with it. Grew, undisputed. Wet, wet that wet, wet that wet, son. Wet that wet, wet that wet, wet that wet. I love it when you call me all father. Your hand up on your head, that's something you said. Let me break it down real nice and slow. I can tell you nothing you don't already know. I can make you change if you don't want to grow. I can give you the seeds, but I can't make you sow. I can tell you all about it, or would you rather have the show? Tell me, why is everyone always in a rush? How does a carbon life form turn its brain into mush? My name might be Brandon, but I rearrange these atoms until they're fucking random. I wear dickies and I said, oh yeah. Live life, what makes it out of us? Guess who's the best? I did not understand what that wet, so what that wet, what that was tree, what that wet, 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 what that wet. Oh, it's time to get soggy. You treat me like a dog. I'm a lumberjack, baby. I'm about to drop a loggy. I'm the wheel and you just a little coggy. Life becomes frantic. I never heard of a bored fanatic. Don't hurt the poor rabbit just cause he sucked at the magic. Yeah. I'm not just sad, I'm morose. Depression, I'm self-diagnosed. Self-medicating till I'm comatose. I'm getting close, soon I'll overdose on the path that I chose. My flow is so engrossing, I'm rich like Nancy Pelosi. All these dope tracks that I'm posting, well maybe not all but mostly all of the parties I'm hosting. You fools with your tracks trying to roast me. My girlfriend Okashi is ghosting me. I'm an animal, a cannibal with the savage sentences I unleash. Barbaric lyrics, untangible, tongue of a beast. Like me if we were compatible, at least. For the short bars, critically, pinnacly. Imagination, mapping out the stars. West to the east, one of the kinds of cynically deranged mind. Feeding no cold, my goals only a subconscious can find. Imply symmetry, subliminarily. Decoding your brainstem, breaking your spine. Freedom you call, push comes to shove. You will stop the dime, never say never. Till the communists decline. Your freedom and send boats to your shoreline. Machine guns heating up and starting to grind. My wagon with the mellow light. Love the smell of money, sends a monkey to the swine. Let's toast this wine and eat like a king would dine. I'm happy, no I'm not. I'm a walking paradox. When the beat drops, check it drip. I like a street pop, try it up. I got a beat top. Drink 'em and I track 'em, stack 'em quite spectacular, man. I gotta attack 'em, yeah. I were a caterpillar, I would metamorphosize before your eyes. Compare the old to the new me, ha ha. Compare the old to the new me. Yeah, I would metamorphosis into a dungeness crab. Break out of the matrix like Morpheus' dad. All you rappers, you just a bunch of has-been. Wrap your face in a plastic bag.
And that was Paul McMinitor and Root Beer 1038. Mashup 3, Team 2. And in the beginning there, with that whip, that's the hook that I would have liked to see come back throughout more dominantly. Like they did use it a couple more times throughout the song, but it never became the hook that it should have become.
I love it creatively. I know I definitely love Paul McIntyre, especially I know him. And so that's cool. And hearing that mashup is nice. It's a little cacophonous, but I also can appreciate that too of it. I think like, lyrically, I love that, like the kind of poetic, free form MF Doom vibe. I think where the only place where it really suffers is that the intro is kind of random, the outro is kind of random, and also the quality in general isn't the best, like sound wise. But what they're going for, idea wise and creativity wise, I think is really awesome.
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges, I mean, they only get 7 days to get their tracks together. So, to be fair, when we're judging, we take that into consideration that they have to put these together in a week. They have to work with somebody new, and I'm not expecting perfection in anything. I'm wanting to hear effort and that creativity.
Yeah, and I mean I'll give it to him for that because it definitely, and like it goes, like it's not like a quickly 2 minute song. No, they put some effort into it for sure. You can definitely tell a lot of different components, which I think are really unique.
Well, and Paul definitely did a lot of experimentation with different layers to kind of fill things out. And hip hop's not his first choice of genre, so again, he had to get used to the hip hop. So he was experimenting with the synth and like the bass and how to get it more hip hop sounding.
Oh yeah, I like that part. And the guitar, dun, 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 dun. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I actually like that acoustic down, 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 down. But like Zach said, you gotta. I would have pulled it back and made it like more subliminal because I did like the sound of it. It just needs to be just a little behind everything.
A little scooped, and then in the high end because it's a little bit metallic-y for sure.
Yeah. But an interesting choice to bring acoustic guitar into hip hop, especially like that. Glenn's speechless. I told you that track was.
Nah, I'm just thinking about how hot it is in here. It's ridiculous. It's about 90 degrees in here. I feel like I'm about to fall down.
Oh, you're lucky. It's the opposite.
Crack a window, boy. Crack a window.
I have 2 windows open and an air conditioner on, and it's still hot in here. Yeah.
Studio apartment much?
No, 1 bedroom, but it happens.
So our next mashup is our blues mashup. The only blues one, so blues is going to be there for round 2 as an option. And for team 1, Cracker, Mad Cracker 6, he had to go solo on this one. His partner had some business to take care of and work, so he couldn't get involved, contribute. But Cracker took the mantle and ran with it. And with the blues, both of these very good examples of blues on both sides. With Cracker, it's all about that traditional blues progression we all know and love. He just metals it up because that's
Cracker.
That's Cracker. And he does like get good blues lyrics, total blues licks and riffs, and he hits the mark on this genre just as well. I'm surprised he didn't put like, at the end just like one of his like traditional like fuck you.
Yeah,
You know how he
or call someone a
always
hoe,
does.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like no. So I'm like really close with Cracker, and I hear a lot of his stuff, and a lot of times, he just bullshit. He doesn't care. He's a metal freaking madman. You know what I mean? And he loves to be like controversial and vulgar. That's his thing, right? It's just funny, whatever. So hearing him actually be disciplined right there was really refreshing and really sick.
Yeah.
Because but he still had his style in there, which is perfect. But he definitely was serious, and that's really awesome to see him be serious. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, he did bring his style to the blues.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's good like that. Now, our team two for the Blues is Pinky Chew and Remo, and this one got some jaws dropping when we first heard it. This was one of the ones that, like, off the bat, I was like, oh, it just keeps sounding better and better when I listen to it, and um, really impressed with Pinky's approach. This is a new genre for her. She took tips from multiple directions and implemented them. Really got a nice blend of blues and jazz. The way she layers things, and Remo. Uh, to his credit, he was in the hospital that week, but he did manage to get in there and lay down some tracks. That's a trooper who finds a way to do something even when you're in a situation like that. So I'm glad that they got it together. She had a tough time the first couple of days getting in touch with him because he was going into the hospital. So when she finally did get in touch with him, it was one of those last minute kind of situations, and they brought it all together.
Woke up with fire in my soul. I got my mind set, I know what to do. No more waiting, no more time. Woke up a dream in my soul. I got my mindset, gonna take control. No more waiting, no more doubt. I'm gonna be the greatest. Just you wait and see. Ain't no stopping me. Step by step, I rise. Gonna reach the sky. Some folks I know they doubt me. Oh yeah, I know they doubt me. But I keep pushing, I keep on pushing. Oh yeah, I keep on pushing. One step closer, I can feel the heat. Some people believe in me. Oh yeah.
And that was Pinky Chew and Remo. Mashup 4.
That's that's gonna be a big one to compete with.
Yeah, it's a tough competition there, and the one thing as far as the criteria that I'm working with to judge on, emotional impact and performance. Damn, Pinky really showed another side of her voice there. I'm familiar with her voice. I've heard it in different styles and different genres. Hearing it in blues, the way she delivered certain lines like the struggling and reach the skies and getting that kind of swoop vocal for those lines, that makes for some great blues.
Yeah, for sure. And it was kind of like a swing, kind of almost like a Showtime blues, which I really thought was a unique
Yeah,
spin on it.
just enough jazz elements.
Yep, jazz.
The choice of adding the piano, that I think that's something that she was playing around with, and it's just enough piano to give it a jazz flavor,
Right.
but the
Still,
blues
yeah.
comes from that acoustic bass and that singing style.
Yep. And I also like the snare drum part. It's always like a nice little, good pace to it. So
Yeah, they're really creative drums all across the song. Blues should be a little wild, should be a little
loosey-goosey.
unpredictable sometimes, and
Yeah.
it was just the right amount of unpredictable. Really looking forward to seeing if blues comes back in round 2. It's one of those genres that like you get some of the hits for these submissions. So our next mashup 5, we're going back to hip hop. And team 1 for mashup 5 is D Jernigan's and the Unfantastic at Tonal Android. This one, you're going to get a little variety between the competitors. They both hip hop, but we're going to hear 2 different styles of hip hop. For me, this one's more like the ambient kind of hip hop that, like Tatius mentioned, he heard a little Dido in it, and once he said that, I was like, yes, I hear it now too.
This is TA and DJ going for the wag.
1, 2, let's go.
In the weeds, I'm running empty. Need the strength to carry me. Lift away from all my burdens. Fly away and set me free. In the wake of trials and chaos, make a path and find a way. Bring to life a new beginning. Love myself, starting today. Take me home, I need a strong foundation. Leave the past, get out of isolation. Since the past, live for a new tomorrow. I can't do this alone, take me home. Take me home, I need a strong foundation. Leave the past, get out of isolation. Since the past, live for a new tomorrow. I can't do this alone, take me home. On the path for my salvation. In her light she helped me see. Feeling safe within her presence. Shielded by her purity.
All the way she kept me stable. In my mind, in my soul. Let me home, she is my angel. In my heart, she filled the hole.
Take me home, I need a strong foundation. Leave the past, get out of isolation. Since the past, live for a new tomorrow. I can't do this alone, take me home. Take me home, I need a strong foundation. Leave the the past, get out of isolation. Since the past, live for a new tomorrow. I can't do this alone, take me home. Take me home, I need a strong foundation. Leave the past, get out of isolation. Since the past, live for a new tomorrow. I can't do this alone, take me home. Take me home, I need a strong foundation. Leave the past, get out of isolation. Since the past, live for a new tomorrow. I can't do this alone, take me home.
I need a place of comfort. Hunkered down under a blanket of peace. Rest assured I've got that strong foundation. And I did it on my own. Now I'm home. Take me home, I need a place of comfort. Hunkered down under a blanket of peace. Rest assured I've got that strong foundation. And I did it on my own. Now I'm home. Yes, I did it on my own. Now I'm home.
And that was D. Jernigan and the Unfantastic. Tonal Android.
Pretty solid. Yeah, very like cloud hip hop, ambient, low
Yeah,
lo-fi.
it kind of puts me like in a trance.
Yeah.
You know, it gets me into that like zoned out mood that like you just get sucked up into the song at that point.
Yeah. That you just freaking roll fatty to, all right, boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know. That's what I was... Yeah, for sure. I like it. I think it's delicate, but it has a good undertone beat to it too. You know, do do do. I like just cool motifs. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And this mashup, that's an interesting contrast to Team 2, which is Mavi and RJS. And here you have a little bit more of a hip hop rock approach. And this is another one where the earworm stuck.
Yeah,
A couple
I
of
agree.
nights, I was just starting to hear certain lines over and over through in my dreams. So
Yeah,
earworm mission accomplished for them two on this one.
for
So
sure.
this mashup 5, Team 2.
Hey,
Hey,
what's wrong?
we need to talk.
Come inside. So, what's on your mind?
I'm pregnant.
You mean we can finally have our musical family? This is amazing. We really don't have much time to prepare. How far along are we? Wait, why do you not look happy? Hello?
I want an abortion.
Taking it way back, so much wish I wanna tell her. Tipping it black, the water, I can't keep holding these thoughts forever. I'd rather fight it. It's too much to take, it's faded. When nothing else is stronger, makes you wonder less when you gotta pay. Way back in the 954 when you knocked on the door looking cute but distracted. Hand of curiosity, it gripped me, it needs to share your mind with mine. Would you rather hide it? It's too much to take, it's faded. Silence echoes longer, makes you wonder less when you gotta pay. You're kicking into the slaughter. Can't you see I'm feeling real? I don't know about us. Time will crowd, really what can you tell me? All I know, I'm already alone. And so I pray up to my daughter. Can't you see it's getting real? I don't know about trust, cry for time, really what can you tell me? All alone, I already should know. this family just as much as I did. We were dreaming about it and you promised me. Now she's sailing off to her slaughter. I'll never forgive you. 7 years later, summer, so much for wishing, so what it's on never. I've been itching to find out the answer. I can't keep holding on these words forever. I gotta find it. It's too much to take, it's fading, seeking out your closure. Makes you wonder the less you gotta pay. Now I'm back in the 954 when I knocked on your door. You're looking cute but expecting, and the curiosity agreed me, hit me. You said it would end your life, there's a kid inside it. It's too much to take, it's fading, the silence that goes longer. It makes you wonder the less you gotta pay. You're kicking into the slaughter. Can't you see I'm feeling real? I don't know about us. Time will crowd really. What can you tell me? All I know, I'm already alone. And so I pray to my daughter. Can't you see it's getting real? I don't know about trust. Cry for time really. What can you tell me? All alone, I already should know. To the slaughter. Can't you see I'm feeling real? I don't know about us. Time will crowd really. What can you tell me? All I know, I'm already alone. And so I pray to my daughter. Can't you see it's getting real? I don't know about trust. Cry for time really. What can you tell me? All alone, I already should know.
And that was Mashup 5, Team 2.
Whew.
Mavi and RJS.
One of my favorite ones for sure.
You
back
see,
to the
you see why?
On the door. Come on, bro.
Yeah, you see why it's stuck in my head. There's certain lines with the way, the way he slides up and slides down and shifts his tone. Those kinds of things, they create melody hooks for me.
Yeah, I love the chorus a lot because it's a little bit like compared to like the verse part, it just feels like it has this like darker tone to it, but in a cool way, and like kind of the slaughter after all. Plus the effects, the intro part, it's like reminds me a little bit of It Wasn't Me by Shaggy. Remember like at the beginning he knocks on the freaking door. Hey man, let me in, man. Like it's just like that kind of charm to me. It's kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah, and during the listening party, they had, some of us had some of the listeners that day had mentioned like, do you really need like these talking parts and in a hip hop song? And Tatius did a good job of reminding them that like, there's certain songs where if they hadn't done that, the story of the song would not have gone the same way. It's like Sir Mix-a-Lot with oh my God, look at her butt.
Yes.
That's part of the song, and it's actually the thing that most people remembered more than the song itself. So he used that to introduce the story, to move it along throughout, and to be able to like have that kind of like soloing guitar in the background, not getting in the way of anything, that's extremely hard to do. And he managed to accomplish it.
Yeah,
None of the guitar stepped on any of the important layers above.
No, it didn't. I just I like the driving dent 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 that part the whole time, good beat. And then do 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 do,
Yeah.
Yeah, even like Afro Man, because I got high. Like I had an intro part to it too, Eminem back in the 90s had the intro parts, like it's just I don't know. It's it's a when it's used, it depends. It's like it's a novelty thing. Is
Yeah,
it corny? Yeah, but like it's kind of cool though.
again, you're not going to do it every song,
Right.
but yeah, you can certainly utilize it on the right songs, and
Yeah.
sometimes that's what makes that song stand out because
Yeah.
it's it's the explanation to what you're about to hear.
Yeah. Which we know Mavi is very passionate about having a kid who does music.
Yeah.
He's very passionate about that.
So, our next mashup 6, rock, our only rock in this round, and I'm glad to see it's going to be around for the next round because there was only one. So Rusty's going to be pulling out the blues and the hip hop because the two genres that had the majority of picks, those are going to get removed and will come back for round 3. So it's possible we could see more rock in the next round. But the first one, team 1, is Rolo. Rolo also had to go solo on this one. Rolo went solo, and you know how Rolo is. I mean, he can hold his own all on his own. And what I liked about what he did here is he kind of like paid homage to all sorts of classic rock from the 80s. There's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, all the different kinds of rock that I loved in the 80s. He squeezes it into, the entire song, a little bit of everything.
I definitely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, multifaceted.
Big fan of this one for sure, personally.
Yep. So let's take a listen to mashup 6, team 1.
I don't care what they say, doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, do love that organ outro.
Absolutely. That and that little like kind of bridge section too. Really cool breakup from like that kind of more like driving punk vibe.
Yeah.
It just covers a lot of ground. And again, from an artist like Rollo, who often tends to be kind of more of the oddity, ambiguous kind of fun artist, seeing him take it seriously and then being alone with that on top of it is awesome. Like
Well, and I always hear his different influences in all his work,
Yep.
and it's funny because like the drum on this one as it goes in, I hear like Katrina and the Waves kind of
Yeah.
like on the drums, but all of a sudden I'm hearing like Molly Hatchet style guitar tones, and
Yeah, burn.
he's blending like
With
this
the
kind of rock with this kind of rock.
with a Doors outro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to throw in some
With like a 90s
Ray
grunge
organ.
like bridge too. It's like really cool. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see like the him with the different categories, if he's going through what he gets thrown at him, because I really feel like he can handle any category.
Yeah.
You give him the incentive and enough time, there's no genre that
Yeah.
he's gonna have a problem with.
He'll just do it out of spite or like out of silliness to a genre. It's like, you know what? Because he said this is something weird, I'm gonna do it now. And he'll do it in his own fashion usually. So very versatile.
And I'm sure he'll throw a tuba in there eventually if he can.
Or a sandwich reference.
Yeah. So team 2 on the Rock Mashup 6 is Ron Florindo and Kenny Rogers, 086. This was another one that I had to listen to a couple of times to start to narrow in on the parts of it that the elements that I do hear something that would make it more cohesive. And from the listening party, one of the judges mentioned that getting things to become cohesive, there's elements in here that are workable, and it's just a matter of finding them, working on them. And granted, 7 days, not a lot of time,
Yeah.
but you do what you can and try to get the hook in there. Try to get some repetition in there. On the music side, give it more points. On the singing side, this is where I'm having a tough time narrowing in on the genre that I got to judge on different criteria. It's the vocal approach that on the genre side, it's a little tricky there. And it, other than like there's an occasional James Brown sound in there. That's the one thing that I pulled out of it that I did like. I was like, hey, if James Brown was a rocker, he might take some approach like this.
Right. Yeah, it's like baking a pie, You have to measure out all your ingredients. You might have maybe a little bit too much salt in this case, or something like that. But it's finding that balance, and that's what's the beauty of the WAG for sure.
Yep. So this is Mashup 6, Team 2, Ron Florindo and Kenny Rogers.
I feel it hell fire, I feel it hell fire.
I'm feeling very hot, body very hot. All of them demons in there, my soul where you get you to. I'm mind on me, all souls don't win. Real deal on me. Let the demons come. I don't feel like nobody's born in. As I'm walking with demons in there, I done danced with the devil himself. Feel like the devil is good.
And that was mashup 17-2. Ron Florindo and Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, so I heard you saying. It's it sounds like a more cacophonous version of Walk This Way when they did it with Run DMC, but I wish it had more vocal direction by
Yeah,
far.
you heard the like James Brown
Yeah,
approach
yeah,
he's taken. I wish that using that style in rock, like go listen to some James Brown because he's got the James Brown sound.
yeah.
Implement it in rock because James is as much a rocker as he
Yes,
is
yes,
anything else, and
yes.
there could be something to that with the right amount of effort and production,
Yeah,
which is what B Swift had mentioned that like with some effort to it, a little less repetition
mm-hmm.
because it did have a constant beat to it. Rock is meant to have some parts. Rock is meant
Yeah,
to shift a little bit between the parts. It's not like hip hop. You can't do the same beat all the way through unless maybe certain Beatles songs or like you can get away with a constant beat all the way through, but
yeah.
you do
Yeah,
you do want to separate your verses, your bridges and
yeah.
choruses.
That's the thing. I think it didn't really have much when it comes to like vocal, like, like a verse to chorus thing. I think the foundation was solid for the music. I like the ending break with the beat, kind of like the beat break there. That was pretty cool. again, very much like an Aerosmith meets Run DMC kind of vibe. But like I said, I wish I had more order in terms of lyrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, if they'd had more time,
Absolutely.
they could have smoothed it out
That's a
more.
massive
It,
factor. Yeah.
it's part of the challenge,
Yeah.
and you gotta work with the time that you have and make the best of it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the next mashup 7, we go back to hip hop. Our last hip hop mashup is team 1. We've got EJM Beats, and he had a mystery ball, and he picked 100 milligrams MGSS, who also had a baby that week. So they had to keep this one a little short
Mm-hmm.
because 100 milligrams, had to run off to the hospital halfway through, and
Wow.
so this one's a little shorter than your, just under 2 minutes. But
With hip
we
hop.
we talked about that, and 2-minute mark hip hop. That's about like what you want to shoot for anyway,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
turned out to be a really good track.
Cool.
She's boring. I think I'm good alone. Yeah, now I'm in his cars. I forgot to take my phone. Told her please don't worry, baby. I'm on my way home. Think I'm hocus pocus, cause I'm here and then I'm gonna disappear. I take off in the night, these diamonds shining bright like chandelier. No, I'm not your average person. All these women want me near. We not the same. I get a rush, I'll captivating on my feet. Let's go. I'm in the front, I'm on. Let's go. I like the way that she moving. She say she's in love. I feel like I'm cute. That's a real thing. Gullible and stupid, it's a real thing. I'm lazy and useless. Just tell me what you want, I'ma go. Try to get you what you want, yeah, I'm on. Yeah, whatever you want. Shawty, she so bad, yeah, the way she put it on, the way she put it on. Yeah, it might take some years, I'm up on another planet, think I'm 10 light years away. Yeah, yeah, I don't wanna feel my face. I don't wanna feel.
Very solid beat for sure.
Mashup 7, team 1.
Very solid.
JM Beats and 100 milligrams.
No, I can appreciate that. That's definitely like, for especially a modern like, kind of rap style, hits all the check marks there, I think for sure.
Yeah.
Really definitely solid all around.
Yeah, it does have that more modern kind of approach that you're hearing a lot more of in the
Yeah.
last decade and a half.
Which, I used to, I guess like I'm younger, so I grew into it. Like I'm not like I wasn't too super keen on it initially, but like now I actually do appreciate that kind of style music. I even make some of that kind of hip hop too myself sometimes.
Yeah.
It has found a place in my heart where before I used to be like, yeah, I thought it was ruining hip hop, and then I was like, actually, I can see where
Well,
I do like it.
and this team, they're young.
Yeah.
EJM is 15, and
Yeah.
this is what he's used to. This is
Exactly.
what
And
he's grown up
that's
on.
what I can appreciate. So like for that end of it, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's perfect that way. It's solid. Like they did exactly what they had to do with that one for sure. They delivered.
Yep. And their competitor, team 2, we got Tyrain and Looter. Now these two are more old school, and when it comes to collaboration cohesion, again, these interviews that I've gotten to see with Rusty, these two hit it off right away. Like this is one of those collaborations where we're probably going to see more tracks from them because they really dug each other's styles, they dug each other's energy, and it shows in the results.
It's awesome. Nice. Love to see that kind of stuff happen.
Mashup 7, Team 2, Tyrain and Looter.
Try to understand me, I'm writing with clarity, prosperity, dexterity. I'm climbing straight to the top. Straight to the top. Straight to the top. Straight to the top.
I worked hard just to be on top, and no, I don't play a lot, but I love to play the block to the wisdom from my old soul. Told me to make music pop, and hearing freestyles is face show pure shot. I didn't know at first, but the Lord made that destiny. So I broke a curse that society had made for me. Deliver stories like poetry, and painting pictures of the streets, hoping the pain would release. But as the fame grew more and more, haters grew too. But the rain pushed through some of the darkest days that a king can go through. People question how I'm able to push straight to the top. Especially when these rappers start capping, spin tough with no action. Call it bluff from the mansion. And if and when I pull up, I'm bringing real action. And the lion play no games.
Try to understand me, I'm writing with clarity, prosperity, sanity. Climbing straight to the top.
Now I'm 8 years in, standing tall like a boss. And don't got many friends, cause some friends act like frauds. So don't waste time on them, cause time don't wait for none. Plus all the work I put in, I know the roach is about to come. Reaching for helping hands, knowing they ain't help none. But I'ma be the better man to help the few on the grind. Teaching a lot of lessons, hoping they learn from my time. Well, understand it don't stop, till you straight to the top. But don't you ever stop there, cause there's people out there that need music therapy and make their brain a little clear. I hope you understand the message real clear and go straight to the top. Where the kings and queens play, making music every day, setting the vibe every day, different tune every day. Like them angels came to play, bringing light when they sing. It's rain.
Try to understand me, I'm writing with clarity, prosperity, sanity. I'm climbing straight to the top. Straight to the top. To the top.
Over my time here on this app, I learned that everybody got a sound, everybody got a story, you dig? Everybody should be allowed to deliver their story and they sound the way they want to, you heard? Never let nobody discourage you or take you away from that. Cause your story must be told, your story must be shared. And don't stop until you grind straight to the top. You heard?
Straight to the top. Straight to the top.
And that was Mashup 7, Tyrain and Looter. Going straight to the top.
That's really. I liked the. I loved that, and I think it was really cool to see the two different styles of rap right there represented.
Yeah,
that was good. I liked it a lot. That was a really tough one for me because it's like two equally, in my opinion, like very valid styles. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's one of the tough.
That's the tough one
for me.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, and I know Lou had a lot of fun getting to play around with. He's also a beat maker. Has been one since we were kids, and you know I know he loved being able to play around with some of those like 808 like blocks and certain sounds.
Yeah.
I can tell he had a lot of fun putting that beat together.
Yeah, and it's very catchy. You know, it is straight to the point, straight to the top. You know.
Yeah. It's that song that wrestlers come into the arena with.
Right. Yeah, it's a tough round. Very tough round.
Yeah, and this last round, the second country in all the mashups, and another one that produced some amazing tracks. These last two, again, you've got different flavors of country, you know, with this. One is more of a duet, and I love the choice of a duet. They were lucky enough, a good female singer and a good male singer.
Yep.
So if you're going to do country and you got both, go with a duet because those are some of the best country out there. And then for team 2, they have a contrast and goes more with like the Johnny Cash approach of country
Okay.
and more of that Gallup feel. But these two are amazing tracks, and
Yeah.
again, I think the judges are going to be kind of bouncing off of each other to decide.
Yeah. Okay.
So for team one, for mashup 8, Starmy and Matt JH, they're the ones who put together this duet. It, for me, like, it just dropped my jaw to the floor the first time I heard it. I
Same.
mean,
Same.
I've heard it over and over again since. It only gets better. And this is one of the ones where, you know, we sometimes think like, oh, if we do this and mix this or add this, it'll make it even better. There's things that I would love to do to like polish this up for the radio, but at the same time, it's pretty much radio ready, like right off the bat. And for 7 days to put together a song, that's really impressive.
Yeah, I heard it yesterday, I think, for the first time, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, the cohesion's crazy on this one.
Yeah. And the line that Matt keeps repeating throughout, pull me from the wreckage, was like the other earworm that was just sticking. I'm constantly hearing it as I move around.
Let's hear it.
Mashup 8, team 1.
I can still remember the night. The moon was out, shining bright, but not quite as bright as your tail lies through the dust. If I'd known then what I know now, I'd probably have stopped you somehow. Been about years since you've been gone. You don't know what I've been through, trying hard to not forget you. But it's been so hard. You are the one who met me first. I'll admit I had a lot to learn. Please tell me I'm not alone anymore. Baby, I'm not coming home tonight. Would you pull me from the wreckage? Would you pull me from the wreckage? No, no, baby, I'm not coming home tonight. Would you pull me from the wreckage? Would you pull me from myself?
Such a fantastic track.
Ooh,
Such a
yeah, that was
dude.
Mashup 8, Team 1,
So
Starmy
good.
and Matt JH.
So good. I hope it makes more stuff together. It's perfect. I mean, I love the nuances for each time they do, of course. My own like, but it's I think it's all amazing. My only gripe might be that kind of bridge when they first introduced it. I wish it only was one time. I wish that was like the ending, the one time. When it does it again at the end, I feel like it almost I don't know. It was such an impactful moment that hearing it happen again, I was like, huh, you
Yeah,
know?
and Tatius had made a suggestion about the end and kind of bringing it all back to just Starmy's voice at the end.
Yeah,
Like, kind of fading everything else out and just having Starmy deliver
yeah.
the last line. And again,
Track's
damn near
phenomenal.
damn near
Yeah,
perfect
damn.
song already.
I
Like
agree.
those little things would just put it over the top for me.
Yes.
When hearing something like that on the radio, the reason why this is already radio ready is that if they were on the radio, people would be seeking out both of them for their voices to hear other work from them. Each of their voices stood out, like they hit the country mark, the tone. Again, Matt surprises the shit out of me every genre he does. He he transforms his voice for the genre, and he writes great words to go along with his lines. The best kind of singer is the one who can actually give meaningful words.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Because when the chorus comes in, you just don't expect it from how like their duet is. That's why I think it's really cool and it's like a really strong chorus. And then again, that bridge part, I love it so much, when it comes in and they say they kind of hum together. I kind of wish he did give her space on her verse and let her just kind of sing there. But these are all nitpick things, you know what I mean? This is like the thing, but
Well,
amazing.
and that's the trick when you're doing like this kind of duet, and where to use which voice for which
Right.
part. And it's like they can't all be like Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow,
Right.
where it's or like close my eyes forever. Very easy to define, like this is the girl's part, this is the guy's part.
Yes.
When you're blending them together like this, it's kind of like doing ad libs in hip hop. You've got to pick your moments to
I agree.
blend and then go back to the single voice and then blend and go back to the single voice.
Yeah, it makes it more effective. It's effectiveness for sure. Because while the duet's great the entire time, that's where that can be. I can see that being like a bit like, all right, it makes it less special. But in this case, the song's phenomenal. I really don't want to say, what I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah.
but just on the yeah,
The part that really gave me the tingles the first time that he says the pull me from the wreckage, and
yes, I agree.
explains that like he's devastated, and like Ange is always getting on me about listen to the words, feel the message, and
Yeah,
that one like hit me, and I'm like tingly from that message. And then they go into the verse where they talk about when they were young
yep,
and
in the lake,
like
and yep, the
flipping the
canoe
canoe,
sinking.
and
Yep,
and it reinforces like why he's so crushed now. And that's great songwriting.
it really is. It's for sure. Matt, I know him personally. He's always blows me away too. Starmy as well. I mean, obviously, and it's just
Starmy has a new
gosh,
fan here. Like
oh yeah,
I wasn't familiar with her, but
same. Yeah,
Tatius brought her in and suggested to her get in the competition,
I've
and
heard her.
I'm so glad he did, because she's got an insta fan here.
Yeah. No, you know what? When Tatius was doing a collaboration song with a bunch of us, I was on it too. She was on there, I'm pretty sure, and that's when I first like, heard her. And she's really strong, great voice, like but she's very it seems like adaptable, which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and
I,
she's got a great attitude.
oh
Like
my
from
god, yeah,
from the interview, I was so impressed with her musical maturity.
yeah.
So our final track for Mashup 8 and Team 2 is coming from Necro Inc. and Tweedledum.
Tweedledum, my boy.
And this is another one where like I generally liked it right from the first listen. Like I'm a big Johnny Cash fan, so like I picked up on that vibe right from the get go. But as I listen to it more, it's it's been growing on me listening to like the way they put it together.
Yeah, I like Tweedledum. He's been a big supporter for me, and I've talked to him for a while. Really, really great dude. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear this one.
So mashup 8, team 2.
Yes, I am guilty. You've all heard my plea. Please don't demonize me. I know what you're thinking was a horrible crime. But I have admitted it, and I served my time. So now all I ask, for the sake of humanity, please don't demonize me. I live with the guilt that keeps me up at night. I will never forget my victim's fright. My mind replays the horrors what I done. And though it pains me, I need to move on. For I know forgiveness is no guarantee. But please don't demonize me. You may say that some just born bad. This was my choice, though it makes me sad. But despite my overwhelming desire to hide the facts what I did cannot be justified, and sadly the truth won't always set you free. But please don't demonize me. Oh please, oh please, don't demonize me.
Ooh, I love it.
And there you have mashup 8, team 2.
I mean, so the pain, the emotional pain, something that Tweedledum doesn't lie. He's really good with that with his voice. Love that. Love, and it's a slow kind of drawn, as you said, kind of like outlaw country western style Johnny Cash vibe.
Yeah.
but it tells a good story. But you can feel the pain, which is cool, you know.
With a smidge of the Doors.
Smidge,
Like
yes, I
there's a
hear it.
certain kind of vibe to it that really made me think like, hey, we're in the desert, like wandering and
Yeah,
uh probably on some peyote.
right, exactly. Little Fear of Living Las Vegas vibes there.
Yeah, and for Necro, I think country's, one of those ones that's out of his wheelhouse, but at the same time, that's what the challenge is all about. And I know he had a lot of fun working on it with Tweedledum.
Hmm, that's awesome.
I'm curious whether country is one of Tweedle's kind of main genres.
A little bit, a little bit. I mean, I've talked to him extensively. He's a really good dude. Um, he's always been a big supporter of my stuff. A little bit, yeah. I would say he's just his voice is very slow, and he's into that kind of like slow draw kind of stuff. So he has that splash to him, I think. Little country. It's in the way he kind of holds out his notes too. That's like a thing of his, which I really appreciate by him.
See, and on a song like that, if you can get it real low and get that Jim Morrison low,
Yeah.
then it would have been even more like the Doors.
Yes. Yeah, I would like akin him to kind of like a mixture of like Jim Morrison and like a Showtimey Frank Sinatra kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like that kind of slower paced song where it's like the voice really kind of like carries it. You know what I mean? That's
Yep.
like a Tweedledum approach, I'd say for sure.
No, that was a great review of all the round one tracks. Love the submissions that came in. There's definitely some tough ones in there for me to pick a side. Like I feel like some of them they break even. So I'm glad that there's a
Yeah.
versatility of judges because there's a few of them where I'm almost gonna end up scoring like in a way where they're equal in points, even if it's not for all the same criteria.
Right. That's such a tough thing. That's why I'm not a judge, thank God. But but I'm filling the form out there, which still I think is valid. But like, it's tough because yeah, it's man, there's so many moments, and you have to almost be the bad guy sometimes in judging.
Yeah. When Rusty asked me if I'd be a judge, I'd just gotten my first experience last summer, and the challenge there was hard and
Hmm.
tough and deadlines, especially with my schedule. But being a judge, staying fair and
Same pair.
and unbiased,
Yes,
uh, that that really is a challenge.
it is. It is, especially when you can appreciate music as a whole in general. And different things from it. You have to being like hypercritical in moments like that is tough for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, and I'm judging with my ears,
Yeah,
not based on who I know or anything like that. So
absolutely.
that's how I'm keeping myself
Oh
level.
yeah, that's how we have to do it.
Yeah, see, little Cole, he
Yeah.
likes them too.
He's like, hey, I'm here. Yeah, he popped
So
in.
so that's our lineup. We're going to be making our decisions on Saturday and getting all the results together, announcing who's going on to round two, and Rusty's going to be picking, for the round two challenges and contestants once we've got that taken care of. Tomorrow night we've got a special night. We're going to show some of the interviews that Rusty's done post the collabs. So he's gotten to interview a bunch of the contestants, see how they feel about the WAG, how they felt about their collaborators. Um, so there's some great insight into the collaborators post round one, and we're going to be taking a look at some of that before Saturday. And Saturday night, believe we're going to be shooting for 9. We'll be doing the results, and we'll finally get to see who moves on.
So cast your votes, people. Okay, it's in the chat. Cast your votes. Okay,
Yeah,
it
and
matters. It does
if
matter.
if you guys check out that link Ange has been putting into the YouTube chat, go fill out, like, pick your favorite tracks, go
Fun.
visit the tracks over on BandLab, give them a like, take a listen to them, and if you really like them, listen again and again. The extra plays could matter. If anybody gets to 1,000 plays, they get that extra point that in some of these, it's that 1 point that could end up being like the deciding factor.
Yeah, for sure.
So, thank you for joining us. Little Cole's gonna take us out.
He's saying, I'm tired. I want to go to bed, Dad.
No, he's
why
like,
is it over? Why is
he's
it
like,
over?
it's not over. I want to stay up.
Stay.
Well,
Thanks,
don't worry, little Cole. We'll be
Thanks, Cole.
back next Thursday to cover the new genres and learn what the new genres are.
Amen.
Good night, everyone.
We cover digital audio, workstations, and music tools. We explore theory, gear, and 82. How to arrange, compose, and the art of arranging. Taking a look at AI and how the times have changed. On a PC or a Mac, and even with a mobile device, we'll be talking about it all every Thursday night. From software to plugins and synths that entice. Dive deep into tech and let creativity take flight. Talking IT. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn. From bedroom producers to seasoned pros, we're breaking it down so knowledge grows. Whether you're a DJ or a beat making wizard, we got the tips and tricks to make your sound sizzle. Mixing and mastering, that's our jam. With the tutorials and tips on how much RAM. Get the best quality from your setup and gear. Tune in every week and lend us your ear. We're talking IT. Come and join in and have some fun. It's highly educational with a lot to learn. We're talking